Hello, girls and boys, and welcome back. It's the week of December 7th through 11th, and today is day 1. Let's review everything we're going to be using today before we get started. The colored worksheet that we're going to be using, page 3 and page 4. We're going to use it in a plastic sleeve. And then this sheet says December 7 through 11. And the back of it has a sailboat and a flower on it. And then this sheet that has 1 through 3 on this side and 4 through 6 on the back in a plastic sleeve. You're going to be using a dry erase marker, eraser, and we're going to have some crayons we're going to be using today. So first thing we're going to use is our nameplate. Let's get that ready. And we're going to connect all the dots. Let's go ahead and get started on that. Take your time. And when you're through, hold it up so I can see it. Here you go. Nice job. Very nice job. I can tell some of you have been working very hard at that. We do practice that every day we're at school, and I hope you're practicing that every day that you're home as well. Writing your name, you're going to be doing that for a long time. I'm going to say hi to all my friends out there, so when you see your name, I want to hear you get excited. Hello, Jameson. And Caitlin, Trayshawn, Bennett, Owen, Hayden, Tempe, Austin, Easton, Carson, Kenley, Kaylee, Aiden, Timmy, Christopher, Justin, Briggs, Cash, Jessa, Elias, Evelyn, and Brenda. Welcome back to all of you. First thing we're going to do is review some of the letters that we have been studying. This is a review week. We actually have learned 13 different letters, so we're halfway through the alphabet. So I have some nice cards here, and while I flash them up, I want to see if you can say the name of the letter. G, G, G. D, D, D. M, M. R, R. H, H. A, this has two names, A and A. A. I has two names also, I and I. I. S, S, S. P, P. T, T, T. C, K, C. E is a vowel, also with two sounds. It says E and E, the letter E. K. K. Now I have several pictures, and we're going to talk about them, sound them out, and see if you know which letter they start with. That is an elephant. What letter does it start with? E. The letter E. Good. We wear these in the winter time, don't we? Mittens. Do you hear that sound? M. Mittens. This makes me think of spring and windy days. Do you know what this is? Kite. K. What letter does that start with? K. It's the letter K. Many of you know this one. Apple. Apple. What letter is this? First letter of the alphabet. A. This animal goes moo. It's a cow. What letter does cow start with? K. Letter C. I can tell some of you are learning your letters very well. Can you see what occupation she has? This is a nurse. Nurse. N. Now, some of you are confused by this at school. Let's have a good look at this. This is called a goose. Goose. What letter does it start with? G. A G. Goose. Very nice work. Now we're going to look at these one last time. We're going to say the picture and the letter. Kite. K. Egg. E. Cat. C. Turtle. T. Pig. P. Sun. S. Iguana. I. Apple. A. House. H. Rainbow. R. Monkey. M. Duck. D. And gate. G. Many of you have your own set of letters at home. It's time for you to start really reviewing the letters that we've learned so far and seeing if you could start identifying at least those 13 that we've reviewed over the weeks of school. I bet many of you know at least half of them. The more you practice, the better you'll get at this. Let's go ahead and pull out our colored sheet, and we're going to be doing the front side of it today. Here we have a zigzag line and a skateboarder. So let's get our dry erase marker out and see if you can help your friend make it to the end. Now in these worksheets, it's really important to try to stay in the lines. So take your dry erase marker and let's do our best to stay in the line. Oh, and if you go out of the line, you can erase a little bit. I think I would do better if I had a book behind me. Here we go. Did you help your friend make it to the end? Nice zigzag. It reminds me of the letter Z, how it zigs and zags. That was very good. Tomorrow we'll be doing the back side of that sheet. That's all we needed to do today. Here we're going to be coloring. So let's pick out a crayon. I think I will use green. Green seems like a good color. On this sheet it says color the biggest one in each row. So on this sheet there's only one that's bigger than the other, and it's actually the last one. I'm going to color this green. Part of my manatee got cut off, but I can tell that's the largest one. How about the seahorse? Which one's the largest? These all look the same to me, except this one. This one seems much bigger. So this is the biggest one. Now how about the shells? Which one's the biggest? These three look the same. This one is definitely bigger, isn't it? It's the biggest one in the row. So color this in green. And how about the starfish? There are 4 of them and only one is big. The really big one. It's the biggest one in the row, right? And then how about here we have some shells. Which one's the biggest one? Right here in the whole row. This is the one that's the biggest. Very nice. And that's all we needed to do on that sheet. That wasn't too tough, was it? Now on this sheet, sometimes we use Play-Doh, and I encourage you to use Play-Doh and make these dots with some Play-Doh and put the Play-Doh over them. But if you don't have the Play-Doh, you can do it also without. I'm going to do it without today, but you're welcome to go back and use Play-Doh. This is 1 dot, and here's the number 1. Here we have 2 dots, 1, 2. Now let's write the number 2. How about 3 dots? 1, 2, 3. And when you write the 3, 2 humps sideways makes a 3. Now we're going to turn to the back side and do 4, 5, and 6. Let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, across, and down some more. Make a 4 with me. How about a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, around, and hat on top. And the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count that again with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start up on the top. I'm going to circle around and back. And there we have 1 through 6 you just did. That wasn't too tough, was it? You're getting better at your numbers. We've actually counted all the way to 10 using objects. I like to use this board, and it has hearts on it. Let's go ahead and count to 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hearts. I'm going to have a little subtraction problem. I had 10 hearts and I took 5 of them away. Look what I just did. Covered them up. They're gone. So how many do I have left? 10, and I took half of them away. I took 5 away. Let's count what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what if I start adding 1 at a time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 more is 7, plus 1 more is 8, 1 more is 9, and 1 more is 10. We got all the way up to 10 again. So we had 5 and 5 more. For our unit this week, it was student choice, and I have so many students in my class who really love dinosaurs that we decided to do a unit on dinosaurs. This author is awesome. It's Yellen and Mark Teague, and they have a series, and there's like a bunch of similar books. I'm only reading one today, but I did want to let you know if you like these books, because I know many of you like dinosaurs. You can go out and check these out at the library or get them online. And it's called How Do Dinosaurs, and then they teach you how dinosaurs do different things. The one I'm reading today is called How Do Dinosaurs Say, I Love You? Here we have the front cover. I can hear some of you already going, back cover. That's right, on the back side, it's the back cover. And what's holding it all together, just like our bodies, the spine. Here we have, I love the pictures inside too. You would like those. They're so fun to look at. There we have the title page. And we have who wrote it. We have Yellen. The person who drew the pictures are lots of fun, Mark Teague. I like that Mark Teague, MT, donated this to Mom. Didn't forget about Mom. To Wee Dinosaur, David Stemple. I feel like I have some wee dinosaurs in my class. Here we go. You woke in the morning in such a bad mood. Look, the dinosaur's in a bad mood. Have you ever felt that way in the morning? Kind of grumpy? Then sat at the table and fussed with your food. But then you blew kisses and waved from the door. I love you, my dinosaur. Out in the sandbox, you threw lots of sand. You ran from the slide after slapping my hand. But you suddenly turned with a smile I adore. Oh, I'll always love you, my dinosaur. You moped through your nap time and slept not a wink. You flooded the house when you played in the sink. But you got out the mop and then cleaned up the floor. I love you so much, little dinosaur. Off in the car, you kept kicking my seat. And when we got out, you were dragging your feet. But you held my hand tight when you walked in the store. I'll love you forever, my dinosaur. Dinner disaster. You made such a mess. Would you stay up past bedtime? The answer was yes. But when you smile sweetly and hold back your roar, when you kiss me and hug me once, twice, even more. That's when you give love, and I know this is true, because that's how a dinosaur says, I love you. So in the end, the dinosaur ended up having a pretty good day. And that's how some days are. You can have ups and downs and ups and downs. But this dinosaur, you can learn through that you don't give up even when you're having a bad day. You have to pick yourself up and try to have the best day you can have. Because we all have some bumps in the road, don't we? But we can always make our lives better. I would like to thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, boys and girls. Bye-bye.